Hi, I'm Angela Berrill. I'm National Nutrition Advisor at the Heart Foundation and registered dietitian. Being a healthy weight is really important for under fives because what we do know is that being overweight or obese as a child can actually increase the risk of being overweight or obese as an adult. We also know that they're likely to have a higher risk of impaired glucose tolerance, abnormal blood lipids and a higher blood pressure. The types of advice that healthcare professionals can give about being a healthy weight first and foremost needs to be really positive and encouraging. It can be quite a confronting conversation for parents to hear. We need to talk about growing into weight as opposed to dieting and losing weight. To start the conversation about healthy eating, we really need to remember to keep that conversation quite positive and encouraging so that it's going to help motivate the family towards a healthier eating approach. We need to move the conversation away from weight and focus mostly on healthy eating. It's really important that it's a whole family approach so that the child doesn't feel singled out or punished. And essentially what's healthy for the child is going to be healthy for the whole family as well, so everyone is going to benefit. It's important to get the whole family involved. Perhaps talk about what a family favourite meal is and talking about whether or not you could actually have the child involved in the preparation of that meal. It's also good to talk about how easy changes can be to incorporate. They don't have to be dramatic. It could just be making a small change over time that actually ends up equating to quite a big change all up. It might just be including an additional piece of fruit each day. We also need to remember that there is no one right way to eat. We all eat differently and have different likes and dislikes. So try to include the child as much as possible in the meal planning process. Discuss with them what they like, what they don't like, and the reasons why. And keep it as a conversation between the two of you rather than trying to feed your child something that they might not like. Healthcare professionals can trust the nutrition guidelines because they have reviewed all the available scientific literature at that point in time. They've weighted the evidence and ranked it to ensure that we get a clear overall picture of where the best nutrition recommendations are at that point in time. However, nutrition is constantly evolving science and we're always going to be seeing new studies popping up in the media, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's where the weight of the bulk of the evidence lies. The key take-home messages for healthcare professionals are that we need to keep the messages really positive and encouraging to help motivate the child rather than isolate them or make them feel that they have been punished. While it's important to eat the right sorts of foods, it's also important that we remember the proportion of food that we're eating. Children are much smaller than adults, so they need a smaller serve size. Another thing of key importance is to remember to try and eat together as a family as often as you are able. As a parent, you're a good role model for your child. Remember to switch the TV and devices off and devote that meal time to family time.